Hello everybody, my name is Hallimar, and today I'm going to be giving a short little video that's going to be reviewing the first episode of Snowpiercer Season 2, The Time of Two Engines. First off, for those of you who don't want any spoilers or haven't really seen it yet at all, or haven't seen it at all, excuse me, I'll be giving a brief rundown so that way I don't really ruin anything for you. To start, the CGI in this season is looking great so far. The sheer detail that's on the trains and the overall sharpness of everything is in general pretty great, and it's something that overshadows the first season greatly. And the story jumps right back where it left off, which isn't what I was initially expecting. I was kind of expecting a pause between episodes 110 and 201, but I was pleasantly surprised. Another thing concerning the aesthetic of the show is that they have, as expected, remixed the music again and added more schematics and whatnot to the blueprint intro, which was really nice. I enjoyed that very much, and it was a very fast thing that was impressive. Well, not really impressive, but it was something I enjoyed very quickly since the intro was at the beginning of the episode. I was initially expecting a full-size schematic of Big Alice, kind of like how there's a full-size schematic of Snowpiercer at the beginning of it, but I think that might come later in the season. Now, to the spoilers. First off, the one thing that sticks out to me is Ruth's change of attitude. In the new episode, she gives me metaphorical whiplash when she actually cooperates with Layton's revolutionaries. And the fact that she isn't going insane over Mr. Wilford in this episode is a nice change of pace for me, and it made me really like Ruth for this episode. Who knows if it's something permanent, but that remains to be seen. This could just be a phase, I guess, but it could also be a change of heart, and given their actions and attitudes towards Zara's pregnancy and the whole situation of Big Alice in general, I think Ruth Wardle is actually being given a much more complex character arc this season, but as I said, that remains to be seen. Second of all, I was wrong. Wilford is almost certainly not Alexandra's father, at least not from before the freeze. The best that can be said is that Alexandra sees Wilford as a father in a more twisted way, just like Miles saw Josie as his mother. I regret to say that the case is closed for Wilford being Alexandra's father in pretty much any capacity. I won't lock it I won't lock it completely down, but as far as I can see, the theory's dead. And one little thing I forgot to mention is that Osweiler, as far as I know, will not be dying for the reason that I said he would be in my plot predictions for Season 2. This was a completely new character that I mistaken for Brakeman, because who knew? It was male hospitality in the blue that we really haven't had the chance to see all that much, so that was my mistake. On the topic of Mr. Wilford, he's a much more likable character than I thought he'd be. Initially, I was afraid that he was going to be a basic rambunctious villain. However, he's far more entertaining than I would have previously thought he'd be. And we're only in the first episode, and we actually get the first major tidbit about Mr. Wilford's character that was revealed at the end of the episode when, after Alexandra and Melanie warm up to each other, after the two trains are shown to be stuck together, Wilford doesn't allow Alex to start moving Big Alice and Snowpiercer, simply because he didn't give the order for it. This may not seem like much, but it really does just shine a light on who he is and how much of a control freak he is that doesn't want to die. As far as the scenes go, I was really a big fan of the first scenes when Big Alice just bends Snowpiercer to her knees, getting all those supplies like carrots and morphine and Mr. Wilford's favorite scotch. It was all very, very entertaining, and it really just went to show how powerless Snowpiercer was to Mr. Wilford when he had power on the train. And I think that's, I don't know if that'll come into play again ever since the playing field has been equaled, but Big Alice is the brakes on the train now, and it's only going to take one little mistake for Mr. Wilford to want to just kill them all. But maybe he doesn't want to die all that much, so leverage might be on an all-time low for Big Alice. One last little thing that I liked a lot is how Layton is forced to postpone his democracy in favor of martial law due to unforeseen consequences of the slowing down sooner than they were supposed to when entering Chicago. One thing I found funny is how Javi commented on how unpopular it would be to postpone democracy, since he always talked about how unpopular Melanie's decisions would be when she ran Snowpiercer, All in all, the episode was really great. I enjoyed it. I don't think it lived up to the hype, though, in my honest opinion. But I don't think that's really the episode's fault. I think a lot of it was because the pacing was thrown off due to how many ads were played. That might be because I haven't really used cable since the last episodes of the last season came out. But I do feel like I was watching more ad than episode last night. However, that's all just my opinion. If you thought something different, comment it down below in the comment section. And consider subscribing to get notified when my next review comes out, because the next episode comes out next week. Either way, I hope none of us were let down in the end. And I hope we all like the new episode. And I hope the whole season is as good as we wanted it to be. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. This episode was actually just really great. I liked it a lot. One thing I forgot to add in the video was I just loved how whenever Mr. Wilford didn't get what he wanted, or he was displeased in any way, he just pulled the brakes and everything. It was great, although I don't think we'll be seeing it again due to the fact that he doesn't have any leverage when he does that anymore. It was just great while it lasted, I guess. And another thing I just wanted to announce is that I will be starting a new little mini-series concerning the Snowpiercer engineering and stuff like that. Like, certain stuff like how fast can it brake, and how fast can it speed up, and what's the power output, what it actually is, and all that stuff. But anyway, I hope you look forward to the next episodes of Snowpiercer and my reviews for them. And then also, when this is all over, I will be starting the mini-series, and then also be doing the train compilations, doing more whistle compilations, and just generally more stuff about Snowpiercer once all the content is settled and stuff like that. But anyway, for me, I'm recording this at 7:30 a.m. I got up at like 5:30 to begin work on all this stuff, because I did not want to stay up all night to work on it. But anyway.